All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we always start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. All right, this is Ratazah coming at you once again with me today.
Karatazah.
Right, and we're going to do a lesson on this article we have here, which you should see on your screen, all right, from a website called Popular Mechanics. All right, it's titled Russia's Nuclear Tsunami Apocalypse Torpedo is named Poseidon, man. All right, and this is us, we just continuing on, through the spirit, hitting these prophecies, man. All right, and you have Russia, which is basically a major piece in prophecy. You're seeing them constantly developing these weapons, man. All right, and they're basically not developing these weapons just for fun, man. All right, or just because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
They're developing these weapons because the Most High will put the spirit on them to use it, man. All right, and they basically have developed, pretty much, put it in layman terms, so to speak, a underwater missile, man. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit from it. We're gonna get some scriptures. It says the nuclear-powered torpedo will cross oceans autonomously, if I'm saying that right, attacking coastal cities, possibly enemy fleets. All right, it says Russia's dreaded nuclear torpedo designed to nuke entire coastal cities into oblivion and trigger tsunamis has been sighted in tests at sea. Once thought a hoax, internet researchers have tracked development of the system all the way back to 2008. The weapon was recently named Poseidon after the Russian military polled the public for a new name. And through the spirit, Lord willing, we're going to get into some information we found in regards to that name Poseidon, man. All right, it goes back to Greek, basically to the Greeks, man. Mm-hmm. All right, let me read this part. We can get a scripture. It says, the weapon formerly known as Status 6 and Canyon was recently renamed Poseidon. Poseidon beat out two other names. I think that's Aurora and Skiff in a naming contest held by Russian military of defense. Unfortunately, the worst weapon ever was not part of the contest, but it should have won handily. Right? So they basically settled on the name Poseidon, man. Mm-hmm. All right, you want to get a quick scripture?
Joel.
Oh yeah, you can start with Joel, the 3rd chapter.
Yep.
Because we basically living in a time of war, man, not a time of peace. All right, go ahead.
It's Joel 3:9. Mm-hmm. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men."
Right, and that's why you seeing these missiles. Like they said, the underwater torpedo, so to speak. These things are being developed, man, because waking up the mighty men, and it's being a time for war. All right, you want to say something? Oh, okay, go ahead.
It says, "Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." Yep. Hey, if I can say too, man, America, aka Babylon, has been preparing this for years. Because that's why they even have, because it takes years to make a weapon like this. This just don't happen overnight. Right. So America know that it's that war is near, man. War is not.
That's right.
That's why they have. Why would you have a weapon in this sort of range or damage or destruction? When nothing's going to happen.
That's right.
You're not making it just for the looks of it or just to have some type of special name. America knows that great war is upon us.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Go ahead.
It says, "Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong."
Yeah, let the weak say. It said, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, which is what weapons of war, man. Yep. Those are killing weapons. Really, to represent the missiles. All right, they're fighter jets and they the different weaponry like that. And it said what? Let the weak say, I'm strong, man. All right. I mean, you got these smaller or minor countries and nations that once was considered weak. Now they got the military muscle, so to speak.
Yeah, you got Iraq. That was saying, talking shit to United States. You know, that didn't happen before.
Right.
You know, and these other smaller nations, like the brother was saying, is starting to buck up against U.S. because they see that they bullshit.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. You go ahead.
It says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. And that's gathering together for war. You know?
That's right.
All these other heathen nations is going to come up against America. It says...
Oh, Slack, let me put that on. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right, Jehoshaphat, which in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shaphat, man. It basically means the Most High's judgment. All right, and you see these, as the title says, apocalypse torpedo, man. Named the Poseidon, man. That's the Most High's judgment on you nations, man. In particular, the inhabitants of America. All right, as it says, Russia. Russia is an enemy to America. All right, pursuing the Ezekiel 38. All right, they're gonna shoot these missiles on America. All right, and that's gonna be the judgment, man. But primarily, the place of judgment really is happening over there in the Middle East, man. That's why you're seeing all the uproars and the turmoil happening, and all them nations are gathering in that region, man. All right, the Lord is causing that friction. All right, is there any more?
Yeah, it's a little more. It says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Right, and it mentioned the sickle. And I believe the sickle, you see an image of the Grim Reaper, that stick he have in his hand with the hook. That's the sickle, man. Basically, that represents death. All right, so basically, death is being prepared for the inhabitants of the earth, man. Beginning with, you tribes, 2/3 of you Jakes, and Esau and other nations, man.
If I could say too, it's because of your wickedness, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
The scripture say your wickedness overflows. You know,
that's right.
The Lord is sick and tired of seeing the wickedness and the iniquities being committed upon the earth, so He's going to purify with that fire.
That's right. That's right. Now, I think that's pretty much the point on that. I'm gonna jump to this other webpage we got dealing with the word or the name Poseidon. All right. This is from GreekMythology.com. Let me just read again. Just this excerpt. It says, Poseidon is the violent and ill-tempered god of the sea. It says, one of the 12 Olympians, he was also feared as the provoker of earthquakes and worshipped as creator of the horse. Which really, this is really all the Most High, man.
Yeah,
now, Jake pretty much started so-called Greek mythology, all right, and they basically took different elements and attributes of the Most High and made them up into different gods. Like Zeus is the Most High, Poseidon is the Most High, all right. You have like the god of war, the god of
Hercules.
That's all the Most High, man. All right. It says,
oh, you had Samson.
Oh,
Hercules.
Yep. See that? Yep, that's right. It says, a hot-blooded deity, Poseidon had many disputes with both gods and men, most famously with Athena and Odysseus, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm gonna just jump down to this. That's all. I'm gonna jump down to this one point where it mentioned the Lord of the Sea. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Matter of fact, no, let me just read this part. We mentioned this earlier. Okay, I got it. It says, Poseidon's name is very old and its meaning is lost to us. Various authors have tried to translate it as either husband of the earth or Lord of the waters. Plato says that it means knower of many things, but this is much less likely. More than likely, it means Lord of the waters,
Lord
man.
Of the water.
All right, and that's the reason why the Russians named this particular weapon the Poseidon, man. Now, check this part out. It says Poseidon is nowadays known exclusively as a sea god, but in ancient times he may have been the god of the earth and fertility, or even the supreme god of the sky. Now, you want to say something?
The Lord even put the spirit on Esau to even name their weapon Poseidon.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
You know, because they don't really know the true meaning.
Right.
The true meaning of that name. You know, according to the scriptures.
Right.
You know, they just named it Poseidon.
It
really had an actual meaning, and it's gonna do its job. You know,
that's right.
It's prophecy.
That's right, man. Now check this out, right? This is how basically the Greek so-called Greek gods was Jake. It says, in fact, in portrayals, he looks very much like Zeus, a distinguished bearded man with a dense curly hair and piercing eyes. Man, who's that? Who you think about? You hear description, you think about Jake, man.
Pierced eyes.
Yeah, pierced eyes. He had a beard, and it says dense curly hair. Basically, coarse nappy hair, man. All right, Edomites walking around with no dense curly hair, man.
Right.
All right, that's straight up Jake, man.
Yep.
It says Homer says that his shriek was as loud as one of 10,000 men combined. Right, so he's basically a god of war, god of the sea. All right, which ultimately is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right.